And I gotta find
Oh,
us
good.
on here.
Yeah, you look so cute today.
I do, because I was feeling not.
Oh, yeah, you do. You look really bright and cheery.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, looks
Um,
good.
Let me find you really quick and then I will pay attention.
Oh,
Turn us down.
can do whatever you got to do. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody's here with us right now, anyways.
And
So,
this is Take a Breath Part 2.
yeah. Oh my gosh. No kidding. What a whirlwind.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are in the thick of it, and I want to get in, and I can't get in because none of the schools will let outsiders in right now.
I know. And
Even at my high schools.
it's when we need extra the most and we can't have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like our what you would bring to the table would be so necessary. So it's so hard. But anyways, let's introduce ourselves.
All right, and friends, as you all come on, please say hello and let us know you're here because I can see not who, but I can see that there's people here with us. We'd love to know who's with us. I am Shara Grasser, Youth Empowerment Coach, founder and director of Me Empowerment Programs, mom of 2 young adults, and I just get the privilege of hanging out with my sister of the heart, Crystal, on Monday nights, and just really using this time in this space to really just kind of be in what is going on in our worlds right now, and maybe in your world as well, especially as it pertains to our youth today.
Yeah. And I am Crystal. You've already introduced me in a great way. Um, I I'm just here today. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I am excited to be here, however, because this is a break from the serious go go go. This is relaxing to be with my friend and our community and just talk about what's happening.
And there's so much that's different right now, but there is so much happening. I am so tired, and it's only freaking Monday.
Okay,
And
so
I'm
what I
not
learned.
even outside my home. I'm
Okay,
like,
so what I learned today when I was feeling like that, that it is a full moon and that really is a serious thing. And
well, I'm gonna let the full moon take all the credit for this BS. Then
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. It's
Wow.
I feel emotional. I feel
Oh,
done. I yeah. But
I
I
know.
had a
I'm,
real
I'm
funny
right.
today. I had a kid say something to me so funny today, and I was so excited to share, but so much else happened, I forgot. I don't
Can
know
you
what
share
the
it?
funny. I can't
Oh,
remember what
yeah.
the funny was.
Oh, because the
Everything
chaos
else
of the
like
day overtook
clouded
it.
over it. Yeah, I can't even remember, but I remember thinking, "Oh, finally I have a funny. Like that's a good one."
Well, I hope in the moment though that you laughed.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Because I was talking with my cousin Christy on her Facebook Live Inspirata Coaching about, and we're going to come back next week as well, I believe, and talk about caregiving, but some more. But humor when things are hard, oh my gosh, humor and laughter is where it's at. Like really, it feels like it's that opportunity to like take a breath and be like, okay, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And
true. And but I also think one of the things that I think I work so hard to avoid is the hard and the sad, right? Like I don't want it. I don't want to honor it or
right.
believe that it's there. And then there's days where it just hits you so hard. And I think there's something to be said about that. You just feel the feels and you just go through it and you move past it. And I mean, that's how we're the best examples for the littles around us. But I know that, but I still am like, no, I don't want to. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. You fine? I'm fine. We're all fine.
Right. Right. Because if we can put out that energy, then everything, it'll be fine. Everybody else will be fine and we'll just keep moving through. But I do believe, I feel it. Moon or whatever it is, there is something collectively as a whole that I think all of us are feeling.
Yeah.
Like we're feeling so much emotion.
Yeah.
And it's been really hard. And, when I sent you that message this morning that said, well, maybe like an hour ago, whatever. I forgot we were going live tonight. Well, I didn't really forget. It's on the calendar, but you know what I mean? Like I didn't process it all. But I was like, I feel like we need to talk about grief. Like I feel that this is me personally, and kind of what I feel overall. Doesn't mean it's true for everybody, but I feel like we're all grieving.
Yeah. And
that was a hard thing for me to really wrap my own head around when somebody had said that to me a while ago.
Yeah.
And because I always think of grief, I associate grief with a loss of a person.
Right.
But we have a huge loss right now that's not people related. I mean, like death related. Like we're grieving what was, we're grieving what we're missing. I mean, collectively as a whole, there is so much that all of us this school year are missing or that's different that we're trying to still process and that we're still feeling.
Exactly.
As parents, as caregivers, as teachers, as support staff, all of us.
And, just listening to that is like, we're grieving what we want. We're grieving things we want. We're grieving things that we want things to be like. And what do you do with that? What do you do with that energy? And, I just throw myself into work as hard as I can, which is really great for me. I mean, that's how I've always done it. But then I am in this place of, I don't want to let anyone down. I want to make sure that I'm helping everybody. I want to be there. And it's just not possible when there's so much going on. Right. Like, but yeah.
Well, I agree. How do you deal with that? And how do you handle it? And like you, if I can stay busy, I'm distracted from how I'm really feeling. And that serves me well for a period of time, honestly. Right. But then I do eventually get still and then it gets hard again. Right. So it's like, it doesn't ever go away until we really acknowledge it. Right. So, sometimes I know for me, a good cry, I've had a couple really good cries today. I feel like I could cry right now, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I feel so freaking raw. God.
Don't do it because I'll go with you.
Things just feel really hard right now emotionally. I'm sorry, Crystal. But so crying, and then I guess, I don't know, I keep thinking like maybe it's having these conversations. Maybe it's like not pretending that everything's honky-dory and rainbows glitter and unicorn whatever.
Well, I think that's exactly it.
It's like really just saying it's freaking hard right now.
Yeah.
And for somebody like you and I who are all positive, like I sent out my newsletter even today, my Me Empowerment newsletter. And for anybody that's interested in it, you can find it on my Facebook page. But I even struggled sending that out because it wasn't all unicorns, rainbow, and glitter. It was sad. It's about our mental health statistics, and it's about where we are right now and what everybody around me, professionally and personally, is talking about and what we have become. And it's really hard for me to not keep things all, rainbow, glitter, and unicorns, honestly, because that's how I like to live. But we are in a serious time. Yeah.
I had a mom say to me the other day, "You're always so happy." And like, I am. I really am, because that's when I'm at my very best when the kids are coming and the parents, I get to see the parents too, and, you know, drop off and pick up. And it's like, yeah, but what came out of my mouth was so disappointing. I'm like, well, I try. Well, it's like, no, I don't, that's not something I have to try. And I wasn't trying when she said it. I don't even, and she's like, and she said something like, oh, I get it, or something like that. It's like, no, that's not it at all. Like, I don't even know where that came from. You know what I mean? Like, that's obviously I'm not filling my cup in the areas that I need to fill it. And so it's coming out, you know, wrong. And I want to be clear, if there's, you know, families from here or, you know, even other staff members, it is not here. I'm fine. You know, our activities are fine. I mean, it's not in school. It's just that I just worry about everybody. And I think that that's where I'm weighing heavy. I'm just worried about everybody and how teachers are feeling and how, you know, it's the staff that I'm concerned about. It's after our last live, I got a message that, you know, it wasn't about this or our live, but it was just like real that, you know, the kids that chose to stay, remote, the families that chose to stay remote, they didn't choose to stay remote just because, you know, willy-nilly, I'm going to stay remote. It was like a really hard decision. And there was a lot of things that played a part in that. And then when they did it, they just feel like all the talk is about the ones that are at school and the connection is broken. And again, that message wasn't to like anything that I've done wrong, but I still own that in the sense of, well, how can I include them? How can I do better with them? How can we do better? Because when you know, you do better, right? And excuse me. And so I've been really thinking about that. Like, okay, when things kind of get smooth and we're in a routine here, I'd love to do lunch bunch again for the kids that their friends are at home. Like maybe we can find a time where they can get together, and it's just a matter of finding time to do it and making it work. But that's really
right now. Yeah.
That's really where it's coming from. I just worry about where everybody else is and how they're feeling. And that just, it breaks me down.
Well, and as empaths, I mean, things can be going well in our own little worlds and like with our kids and our families and so on and so forth. But when you're feeling everything from outside around you and you're someone that takes that, like you feel that for them and you carry that, that's a whole nother level and layer of hard as well. Yeah. And work for ourselves. So
and work. Yeah. How is your Tylo doing? You know, he's away at school.
I know. He's doing pretty good.
He's
doing pretty good. He's really learning a lot about himself. Oh my gosh. Yes. Joy. I've been following Joy. Can you see Joy?
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Kylo is doing fine.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm so glad you're on here, Joy. I keep waiting for her daughter to get old enough so that she can be in group with me.
Oh. Well, is she third grade? Because we've been trying to get you there.
Oh, Joy. I read that on your Facebook. She's online and in a very different district, a totally different district. Am I right? Well,
so that's what ours had to do as well. Like it's the same district. It's just a different, so the kids that stayed virtual or online, they're in our district. They're just not a part of our school. And that does make it very hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know, Joy, you can contribute to this conversation. I wish we could hear you, but I don't know if Joy, the district even had that opportunity for her daughter to stay hybrid in the district, if that was even an option, or it was just a better choice to choose a different district. So yeah. And that's so hard when she loses all her connections, that she's had. What grade is your daughter, Joy? Oh, independent study at third grade?
Well, I said third grade. I don't know if
Oh,
she's third grade.
fifth grade. Ooh, she's getting close. She's getting close to my people age. Yay! Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard. And I think, I don't know, you can tell me how she's coping and how she's doing right now. But I'm sure that there's a lot of emotion, and it may not be showing up through tears or sadness. It's probably showing up more through behaviors, actions, or lack of even. A lot of times it doesn't show up like we think it would show up or how we would expect it to show up.
So true.
It's going to show up a little bit differently. And that's really, really hard. And especially when you're feeling it, Joy, as a mama for her, it's, I hope that you also have an outlet for you and a support network, even if it's just us today in this. I hope that it offers you that, because you need someplace also to move your energy and your frustrations and to be sad so that you can come back and be there for your kiddo. But your feelings are just as valid as your kids.
Exactly. I do have a question, given this situation and given that I'm really trying to do something different. Is there anything, Joy, that you think that the school could do different to help these kids that stayed remote for very valid reasons? Like, I hate even saying that they stayed, that they chose, like, because I know it wasn't like, I'm just going to stay.
No. Right. There's a huge pros and cons that they had to sit with as a family and making these decisions. And I do know that with Joy, I do know it's medical. I mean, like, there's a serious, there's a serious medical reason for that, for your safety, for your life. And I'd love to know that too, Joy. And if you don't know now, if you could reach out to Crystal and I, is there anything the schools could be doing differently?
Yeah.
Or in addition to
right.
keep. Oh, that's what Crystal was just talking about too. Those extra Zoom times, like the lunch bunch, and but it's not available this year. I was like, do they offer that to your daughter even though she's staying online? Those extras, but if they're not doing that for their school district, then that's not possible. Ugh, that's hard.
I did hear today, I don't know if this would help Joy, but I did hear on the news, I avoid the news like every day. I avoid the news all the time, but I accidentally heard the news today. And that they said that one of the vaccines is approved for kids now from 5 to 12.
Yeah, Pfizer. The Pfizer vaccine is, yeah. Joy, is that her teacher this year that's done that, or was that last year? It's not as much as she enjoyed last year. Yeah. Okay, so that was last year the teacher did that. Yeah. It's so funny. I want to say, I think I remember you sharing that, like, on social media about that, because I follow you so closely, Joy. Because I just love the advocate that you are for your kid and for your family. And I just want to say that I really, really, really respect and honor how you use your voice and how you fight for what's right for your kid and your family. And
Well, and from somebody that works inside a school, I tell you, we can't appreciate that more.
Yeah.
Like, I think people go back when they're frustrated until they're really mad. I think people hold back because they don't want to bother people, because they know that people are busy. And I think people hold back because they just don't even know that they can. But I just want to say, and I can't say it enough or loud enough, that the adults on the inside really want to hear from the parents and the caregivers, because if we don't know, we just don't know, and we won't do better
if you don't know.
Yeah,
exactly. And I just, and this is for any parents that are watching now or even the replay. It is the hardest job we have.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when we are using our voice, we feel like, it's not always true, but we feel like we're going against the norm.
Right.
We're not doing what everybody else is doing, or we should just give it some time, or whatever it is. And so using our voice and speaking out for what our kids need it can be sometimes the hardest work as a parent.
So true. So true. And like, I guess that is the why I said it last week. And that's why I say it this week. Like, that is true. People don't want to go against the grain. They don't want to be different. They want to think they got it. Right. And, but please just share it. Like, it's, you just can't go wrong if you ask. There's no stupid question. No. There's just ask and tell us. And I have a really happy thing that happened to me last week. I mean, I couldn't even believe this. Well, let's read what she has to say before I go into that.
Okay, I called into our school board meetings and wrote to the superintendent and principal. They do not want to accommodate us in virtual with the daily instruction and social interactions my daughter needs. It makes us very sad. Oh, so you're not even able to combine the two.
No,
just not that.
And the sadness is real and it's valid. And I understand why they can't combine the two. Like, it just wasn't sustainable the way it was. And trying to do both together, we weren't serving either well. Right. And so I don't know about the district you're in, Joy, and I'm not even going to try to make excuses for them. But what I can say, my own personal truth, is that trying to do both within one program, we weren't doing anybody the best that we could. I mean, we did the best that we could, absolutely. Mm-hmm. But it just got to the point where it was getting so hard, and we just don't want our kids to not have as much as they deserve to have on both ends. And so I just speak for our district. Like, they created this district thing, and they should be getting full attention. Like, they should be getting just like they were in school. And I can't speak for them because I don't know. But then the ones that are in the building, they get our full attention, and not trying to mix with both. And it's not a good answer, and it doesn't feel good when you're on the one side and not on the other. But it's just also complex. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so gracious, Joy. You're so kind.
And sounds like you had a really amazing teacher last year, and that's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say I was very impressed and amazed by how, if you think of all the teachers we have and all the different personalities, I'm talking whole district, I'm not talking my building, and everybody immediately went to online. No choice, no questions asked. Like, it just happened. I think, wow, that is really impressive. And my own truth is, I learned a lot about internet and technology that I just never would have even tried, because it was too hard to try. But when you don't have a choice, you just do, right?
Yeah.
But something really cool happened last week when we were on together. I don't know if you saw in the comments, but we got a comment from Mrs. Burney, my person.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah. She just commented on something, how sweet it was, me talking about my babies, because they really are, right?
Yeah, right.
And it genuinely just lifts me up just to think about it. But Mrs. Burney, of all people, commented, and I'm like, well, I had a really good example.
Yeah. I love that.
I know. It really made my day.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so Crystal and I already decided this is going to be a short one. We're both spent today. Crystal's still at work too. I thought.
Well, no, I'm not at work right now. I'm not working. I want to be clear on that. I just happened to be I was closer here than I was home. I don't want.
Right. Like, you're still in your workspace. You're not working.
Yeah.
I think that, here we are. It's hard. Everybody's feeling the hard in some way. We're grieving the loss of something or someone. And just acknowledging it and we're hard. And I think what I would love to ask, and anybody that's watching this now or the replay that can contribute and would like to contribute, just to lift each other up in the hard and through the acknowledgement, is contribute anything that you'd like to share. But I think what I'd like to know is, so what are we doing to take care of each other or ourselves even?
Right.
Like, what does that look like for you this week, Crystal? Like, what is the one thing that you're still doing or going to do to make sure you're nurturing your well-being?
Oh, thanks for that question. Because, those are the things that keep you going when you think about it. And I was just talking to my WW group about how, when things change and things get hard, what gets set aside first? And that's us, right?
Right.
And so I was in this really awesome routine. I was getting up every day, doing my daily gratitude, going on my run, and of course, having with my wonderful dogs, and then having my coffee. Well, I'm running out of time. I'm back at work, and thankfully, summer's over, and running out of time, literally. So what went? Well, the gratitude went. Well, I feel it. Like, I absolutely feel it. And I am going to find space for that. It's all about just finding time and making time. Yeah. So what am I going to cut out? I always have to cut something. We always have to cut something out to add something in. And it's probably going to be my Facebook time, right? And that's a blessing. I need to get off that Facebook. So, but it's just acknowledging and acknowledging and awareness. And so, yes, I have in the last 2 weeks given up time for myself to do other things, and my cup is emptying, and that's why I'm feeling so heavy today. And so I am going to get back to my gratitude, but I still have, the question was, what am I doing? I am still running every morning with my dogs. As a matter of fact, today it was a faster time than yesterday, and that was great, because those dogs like to play and mess around, and sometimes we're in a hurry because we're running out of time. But I am still doing that, and I am still getting my morning coffee, and that really starts my day well. And now I'm going to make sure I get my gratitude in, whether it be a lunchtime gratitude, I don't know, but I'm going to find time.
Excellent.
So what about you, friend? What are you doing, and what are you going to do?
So my morning practice has been shot. Like, some of it is circumstance and some of it is just, now I've gotten lazy. I'm out of the habit, right? So same, it's easier to pour my cup of coffee and scroll Facebook mindlessly.
Right.
And it's truly mindless. Like, I'm not even liking half the stuff, or like, I'm just like it's so bad. So yeah, it's crazy. So I am going to commit to going back to my morning practice, which is also gratitude. It's a daily devotion. It's listening to something inspirational while I'm getting ready in the morning, because I'm still doing that. May not look like it every day, but I'm still doing that. I'm still showering. But listening to something inspirational and moving my body in some way. That's moving my body is the one thing I've really let go of, even more than the other three things. So doing that. The one thing that I have been consistent with, and it's interesting because it's almost like I've been like, what is within my control? What is something I can control, time allowed or not? And it's been nutrition. And so really making sure that I'm eating well, logging my food, just staying really, because if I eat better, I feel better. I just know that. I mean, that's true probably for everybody, but it's something I really, really know. And I have been, and I will continue, I'm going to bed early. I mean, like 9:00, man, lights out.
Yeah, that's good.
I know. Sometimes I don't even have my phone on me at that time, and I'm getting ready. I'm in bed at 9. I'm done, and I need my sleep. So I'll continue that and then step back into my morning practice. So
again, it's awareness. You need your sleep.
I know. Yeah. And we all know, honestly, we all know what we need to do.
Right.
I mean, we know what works for us. Nobody can tell us. I mean, I had to figure it all out on my own. You figured out on your own what starts your day on a positive foot, right? And so I think that I want to just encourage anybody that's listening or watching the replay, like, you know exactly what you need to do. And it doesn't have to be big, elaborate. It doesn't have to be out running with your dogs. It doesn't have to be this 4-part morning practice. It could be one simple thing that you know is going to start you. And I'd love to hear what that is for you. What are you doing that's working, or what are you willing to commit to that you know?
Please put that in the comments.
Yeah.
Like, whether you're listening now, whether you're listening later, please add a comment on what you're doing to fill your cup, because not only are you hopefully getting something, you know, not necessarily out of this live, we didn't come with a topic really, but, you know, not only do you come hopefully to get a little cup filling here, but whatever you share really helps somebody else, usually, you know. And yeah, just let's make this space for, you know, our cup fillers.
Yeah.
And what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I do want to say out loud, like, if you start hearing, any of my friends in our community start hearing that I am not walking my dogs in the morning, that's when I need help. Like, somebody come find me. Yes, Joy, I have gotten outside every single day now for over 3 years to walk, rain, shine, snow, every single day.
Yes, you do.
Minimum 3 miles. One day I didn't make it because I was at 5 miles for 2 years. I'm trying not to be bitter, but I am. I got that COVID shot and it took me down. And so one day I've missed, and I highly recommend it. It has done more for my mental health than anything else. And that's why that is my lifeline. So I'm saying right now, if I start talking about how I don't have time today, I'm not doing my walk, somebody needs to throw me one of those little life preservers or something. Like, because at that point I won't know what I'm missing, and I need somebody to make me do it. So I'm saying right now.
Well, and I'll tell you, if people that are app lovers, some people this could annoy, but some people like to have the reminders. I have this, it's called Habit Share.
Oh.
And it's literally, it's a habit tracker that you can personalize. Like, you can put in how many days a week you want to do whatever it is. It will send you reminders. So like, I have my water, my logging, my nutrition, my walking. I have been MIA from it for a while. I even have morning practice in there so I can mark it off. Yeah. And it works when you work it, right? Like everything else. Yeah. Everything. So, but if somebody wants something new, fun to play with, because, you know, that always is inspiring to us, the app is called Habit Tracker, and I'll put it, no, Habit Share. And you can actually add people. So like, my kids are on there with me. How cool. And they all have theirs set. We've all fallen off the wagon since I turned 50 and we all fell off the wagon, just saying.
You turned 50 and they all fell.
I turned 50 and everybody fell off because life fell apart for a while for all of us.
I was going to say, life happened in such a big way.
It did. But we can check on each other. Like, we can see if we're marking the boxes, and then we would call each other out on it, because you can message each other and call each other out on it in a loving way. Yeah. But it was really good for all of us. So, you know, like my son, you know, he can put things on there that he does for his own mental well-being, because his mental health is a really big part of his journey. And so he could put things on there like that. And I mean, it doesn't have to be, it's whatever you want to make a habit. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So
speaking of your kids, if your daughter does watch this, I don't want her to think I wasn't thinking of her, but we just didn't get to finish talking about the kids. I would have asked about her too. I love her the same. But anyways.
I know you would have. I know that. All right, friends, thank you for joining us tonight. And any of you catching the replay, please contribute to the conversation. We would love love to fill this space with, what we're willing to step into or what we're already doing and sharing with each other on how we're filling our cups, especially in this time that seems heavy and hard for all of us. So,
and next Monday is going to be amazing. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a quarter moon. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be
Exactly.
Awesome. All right, friends. Good night.
Good night. Bye, friends.